I'm going to be a passive-aggressive and make a video coming from the place of frustration and anger that indeed the influence of narcissism can produce in people. Just highly irresponsible people. And it's funny because when you say irresponsible, I made a couple videos, maybe a video, and I wrote an article saying, look, there's two different worlds here. So there's people who live in fear, and they think, oh, you're irresponsible because you can't pay a bill. That's where they're talking about. But the fear is saying we can press these buttons and just start, you know, they say we could do this, and that's what runs out there thinking that that's life. When love, the surrender to truth, which freeze, I'm not talking about freezing, uplifts us up enough to keep working on at a free energy level, not being dragged down by, not looking at the truth. Okay, so that world, which is 80% of the people out there going, oh my God, they're suffering a hell of a fucking thing. Hi, Jesus. Hi. Wait a minute, excuse me. Ah! I noticed I had to get that down better, you know, I was getting sloppy. Anyway, love. When a human, that's the human being, and then you have the materialist, the non-human. They're operating in fear, and they're like, this is easy, just fucking hide inside of the system. The system will teach you. You've been turned into a brick in the wall, say. The brick in the wall. Thanks a lot for just maintaining that imprisonment, really, and people are trying to be heard, and it's more and more a black boot just coming down, and these people aren't even thinking. They're just going to watch football or something, right? Or whatever on TV. Circus. So these mental cases are over here directing a thing called the world, and then we have over here, it's like, the creation of creation, the infinite possibility that we are, that what we are is maintaining that freedom to know better. Say like, what is money doing? Really, what is your creativity doing? Why did you decide to make the poorest version of that thing and then sell it because it makes big money? Well, fear does that for you, because you just are afraid that you're not going to get food. Why don't you just fucking plant a farm? Anyway, God, this is so confusing. Let's back that up a little bit and seal it off. And hazardous waste. Okay, now we have these poor people who know what love is, who are being tortured by the ignorance over here that lives in fear, that doesn't know. Just let go. Will you please relax? No. It's all fucking very illusory what's going on there. So anyway, God, I was trying to say something. The way that the conversation comes up, like the argument, like what is the value between these two people? Like I said, love, says you're irresponsible when you're not simply being present to one another as people, because the universe is our relation with each other. If you want access to the universe, which, again, hello, narcissists, God, they seem to be keeping themselves busy, blinding themselves over there in a cave. The universe isn't their subject matter. They're afraid of the natural laws. They laugh at people who think that love is the answer. And a lot of them could be fresh from the 60s over there, fiddle fucking with the system who designed this polarity that's just a craze. You know, the hippie and the square or whatever, you know. But getting back to how they would try to communicate, which is completely off base. Oh, are you talking about being responsible within the system of jack-offs over there that are undermining our very creativity with their ideas of shortages and the way that we should live life? Keeping us more and more imprisoned and not able to figure it out, because if we did figure it out, they would stop. You would see how that they don't want you to know because you better keep paying into them and blah blah blah. So that's the bill pay over there, whatever. Yeah, irresponsible to what? Okay, so bah. See what I'm saying? These people say that the lovers say, but you're irresponsible to each other. You don't know how to yourselves. Ultimately, you're maintaining a toxic fucking. Really, are those people actually present to what you need, and as whilst you are giving them what they need? What does irresponsible mean to you people by then, or whatever? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Is just there's this conversation over here that'll say you're so irresponsible, and it's like they're just like, God, you don't see anything. I pay my bills. I pay my bill. I pay my bill, and I pay my bill. I pay my bill, and I have insurance. And love is saying, what about the quality of the human relationships that you conduct, the intelligences around you? Are you guys really able to work together, or is it just a fucking drag? Are you guys running around backstabbing each other? Is it a fucking massive hive of wasps and you're the bee in there? Yes, 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 and that's love for you. Because why? If you ignore that word, this is really hard. Comment section down below. Come on, can you see it? Can you get it? People who live in the heart instead of the mind. Two different fucking ones. When you're asking a mind to be responsible, you're telling them, make sure you get that blindfold on and keep it on. Know that you do have that responsibility, but you're not going to take it, and everybody's suffering around you, includes yourself. Now the heart over there, totally different. Keeps flowing and looking in and feeling like, okay, so is this maintaining the truth to where we stay uplifted and we are being healthy? We are immune to things going so wrong that we get sick. Especially the human relationship thing, babe. That's all that fucking matters. Who cares? Get lost in your fucking your shiny trucks with your spinning hubcaps and your amazing fucking beds with your bedposts sparkling and whatever the fuck is going on with a smart bed, you fucking people. Halt. Halt. The mind can never be relaxed. It can never just be content. That's just not the nature of the mind. You have to watch it, and so you have to be content with watching the mind and not catering to it. And that's really your profound responsibility here. Everybody has. I don't care who the fuck you are, man and woman, both of you are capable of becoming a simple presence on this planet that the kids can actually trust. We haven't seen it yet.